Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Next episode. I just tried to record the first one, the audio. The music was way too loud. It was way over my voice. And you had to turn it way up just to hear my voice, and then the music was too loud. So I'm sorry about that. Let's start a fresh one up here. As you can see, I'm at like level 7 out of like 10. I'm at like 75% of the way done. Um, and it was pretty good. And then I'm really glad I stopped because it was kind of getting long. But I just lost my train of thought. I'm trying to play here. Because if I went all the way, then I would have realized that the audio that it just wasn't loud enough to hear. Okay, one thing I just gotta get out of the way real quick. Oh, this is leveling up. You can pick speed or strength. Let's go with speed. Let's go speed, speed, strength, strength. That's gonna be our what we're gonna do. That's gonna be our line, our goal, our vision. Speed, speed, strength, strength. Another tip, these are just kind of like little tips I'm giving off right in the beginning that I have picked up over playing this game. The more guys you have in one tower, well, I should explain the game a little bit more first. Basically, you get all these towers. I don't know what they're called. They're like cocoons or nests or whatever. I'm going to call them towers. But the more guys you have in a tower, the more you'll send out. I don't know what exactly the number. It's probably like 30% or something, 40%. I don't know. But if you only have like 9 guys, it'll only send out like 5 or 6, if that. Probably only 4. But if you have 50, it'll send out all 20 guys. So if you can stock up a tower, you don't have to keep highlighting it and shooting it again. So you have to unlock medals and everything. Let's play this one. Let's go up there. I think I'm going to do this in half videos, where I'm going to get through 4 levels and then another 4, the last 4. And I've yet to beat the last bloody level. That level is so hard, I'll tell you. There's this, I don't even know what it is. It's a giant larva caterpillar queen nest thing, and it just eats you alive. It comes around the map, and I think it's the next map. It just goes around, and it's just pretty much unkillable, and it just eats your towers, and you can't even think about like trying to defend because it's pretty much unkillable. And while you're trying to like build up a tower, it just comes through and kills everything that tower is or even hoped to be. See, I'm struggling down on my bottom side a lot more than I am on my top because I only have the one guy. Speed, speed, strength. So keep going with speed. A lot more than I am on the top because of I only have this one tower. I call these guys like support towers, because they're supporting. They can't actually do any attacking, so they're just supporting the front guys that are attacking. So having 2 of them, this guy's supporting this guy, supporting this guy. Right. Let's keep it going forwards. And then do a synchronized swimming attack. Every time I hear that word, I think swimming. Keep it going down, keep it up, keep it down. And it's always a good idea to have a lot more units in your tower, because, see, this guy will just keep attacking for a very long time, while this guy, he's already stopped. But that's a perfect example of a double team, where these 2 guys have easily taken over that one tower. With ease. Taken over that one tower. Because, I can only feed in one guy. They're feeding in twice as many units as I am, effectively. So, the only thing I can do at this point is capture that bottom tower, which now they can only feed in the one at a time, and if they start with the second, I can pick them off on the bottom. So hopefully I don't start with that second guy, but it looks to be as if he's a little bit low right now, which is very nice. What we can do is just buff up this guy, just keep beefing him up. Yep, just making sure I'm recording. Just keep beefing him up, because this is going to be the guy that can be attacked while we're double teaming. And so if we're feeding out and taking in, it's just as bad as being double teamed. So we really got to watch that. Keep this guy fed, keep this up, and let's do it. But it's kind of like, kind of like math. -1, -1, +1. We're only at -1, so it's not too bad. And then this guy is just being eaten alive. And then we can, after he's built up a little bit, see, we're just so far ahead of this guy. Like I said before, if I'm low, then they'll attack. But if you're like at 100, double what they have, they won't even think about attacking. And then let's just double this guy and see numbers. Oh, he's trying to build a tower. I will build a tower next map, because it is a lot tougher. It is a lot tougher map. See, yep, got my medals. This is the toughest map, and I probably spent, I don't know, like an hour, maybe. Probably even more than that on this map alone. Trying to perfect a way to do this. I've tried to go around the sides, I've tried to go through the middle, I've tried to go through both sides, I've tried to get across to his side of the map. I've effectively tried every way there is, and this is the only way you can do it. What you gotta do is you gotta take out these 3 guys in the middle and just keep feeding units from this guy, because this guy will die. We don't need him, so just get rid of him. Put all the units there, and then just this is gonna be your support guy, so he can always help if you're getting attacked. But what we gotta do is last time I did do accidentally, I put my towers up here instead of down here. We do want him up here eventually, but as I've learned, not immediately. We need him down here immediately. See, if building this tower will cost 25 units, so we'll be at like 35. Yeah, 35, which is enough for them to attack me, so we want to get this guy up high. We'll build on the left first. And if we start losing units, this guy's like, oh, hey, he's not that many units ahead of me, and he's moving them out, so let's attack. So yeah, let's get a guy going like this. He might attack. Yeah, okay, I thought I still had 96. I was like, whoa, sweet. And then if we build another one right here, we can build 2 right now, because we just got so many, and he's only at like 50, if I can place it. There we go. Yeah, here we are. This is another old favorite of ours, by the way. Of mine, anyways. I say ours because me and a lot of my friends. But of mine, because, it's just so basic. And I mean, this is where it is. I mean, all the gaming and stuff has gotten almost too updated. It's just so updated that it's not even fun to play anymore. I mean, sure, games with the updates, are just awesome. I mean, they can really be great. Minecraft, Team Fortress, Smite, games like that are just mind-blowing, especially with like higher HD pixels and everything, which make them look a lot better. But I mean, older games like Battlefront, man, you couldn't replace something like that, not ever. I've played so many hours on that game, but I mean, like, the newest Black Ops 2, that's great. That's an awesome game. Plays, play that just as much, you know. Uh, but the older games were just so simple that uh, you couldn't lose. You couldn't lose with them. I mean, it's like a typewriter compared to a computer. Computers catch viruses and get all this bad crap on them, and it's got a history. Shh, don't want to tell anybody. About what you've been looking up. I mean, it's very complicated, and they run slow. Um, but on the other hand, uh, it connects to it. I can do this right now. I can record a video and talk on my $100,000 microphone, and email all my friends, you know, 'cause everybody uses email, and do all that stuff. And but a typewriter does what it's meant to do without competition ever. It is the single most one of the most effective things ever. I mean, it does what it was built to do. It's meant to type. It's meant to type letters, and I mean, yeah, a computer does that, but uh, there's so many more problems with a computer. Um, but coming with these problems is more benefits. I mean, play games, do all that stuff. Wow, you couldn't go online and play Minecraft with your friends on a typewriter, but with a with a computer, it doesn't always hold up to what your standards. I mean, to get a good computer, you know, I'm talking like a good computer, is probably one of the best computers. Is at least $1,000, you know, for like a great gaming computer, $1,000 if not more. And it's just such a shame that it's so much. I mean, if you want a good gaming computer, you kind of got to make that your job, because I mean, unless, you know, you can have the money for it or something, but it's just so expensive. Okay, so let me just pause out of that conversation. We have so many guys up here, they're cutting off reinforcements. If they attack us, they'll be very, very cut off. If they try and help feed guys down here, they'll be cut off using these guys. So we can, I believe, help feed these guys using our very high guy. And if they start attacking, we'll just see how it goes, see who gets through, see who doesn't get through. We'll just let that guy feed into there so we can get our turrets up, and start cutting stuff off. Let's start working on defense. Oops. Right. They'll probably attack us soon. That won't be good. Okay, back to the conversation. I was just showing what I was doing. Right. Like a typewriter will always do what it was. Yeah, they'll never get through. We're secure in this place now. They'll never get through, so I can divvy up guys equally if you just have the 4 and the 5. A typewriter will always type. I mean, it doesn't get broken, and I mean, at the very raw chance it does, it's probably because like some 8-year-old was derping around with it, mashing all the keys, and at the very worst, it probably just got stuck or something, and it's just got a sticky. You know, they get jammed up together. You know, all the little typing things. Considering everybody knows what a typewriter is and how they work. But I mean, a computer, if you stop being able to type, you don't even know what it is, or it's just so slow you can't do anything. So, you know, each has got their benefits and downfalls, but this just all kind of ties back around to basic things such as, okay, watch this now. We're gonna feed this. I didn't do this last game because I was trying to go pretty quick, but I've been pretty quick. We got a lot more time, done some better commentary. If we set guys up down here, we can block those guys from trying to transport, although we could probably win it now. Let's see if these guys will get through, and no, they can't. But this all kind of ties back around to old things always have, they've always worked. I mean, they do less things, but they do them right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? More high-tech things, this computer, it can do 1,000 times more. I mean, there are so many things this can do that you didn't even know it can do, that a typewriter couldn't even type about doing, that this thing can do. It's just crazy. But it can't always do them as effective as a typewriter can type. I can't go on and do 100,000 things, watch video, play Minecraft, and Skype, and play Smite, and have my I'm trying to think what it's called, my notepad, because you gotta have the typing thing up all running at once. Oh man, look at that, they're just getting ripped apart. See, this is kind of what I've done before, just to kind of tank, build completely secure bases. Nothing can penetrate through. And now we've effectively cut off all help from top sides and any help from anybody trying to help from the bottom cannot receive reinforcements now, because they don't have anybody to receive them from. I mean, this guy's not going to send reinforcements, and if the other guy's not, because he's going to be trying to help this guy, and if he does, they're just going to get killed anyways. So now at this point, all the guys, this is a very great tactic, because all the guys that this guy is trying to send out are just getting shredded. I mean, just ripped apart, because he can't get them through. So it's just a waste of units. Yep. Let's keep going up there. But yeah, I'm gonna end that conversation. We've talked about it long enough. In the end, old things do what they were meant to do perfectly. I don't need to give you another analogy. But newer things can do so much more, and but not always as effective. Alrighty, moving on. Just trying to bridge a gap. Ooh, level up. What should we get? We say strength. There we go, ants. Now this does take a time to transform into ant. I mean, it's not going to be just something stupid where it still looks like this but says ant. They did go the extra step as expected. I'm not going to say mile because it should be expected. But you start turning into ants over time. And then if you get damage and stuff, they start turning red and stuff like that. The abilities do matter very, very, very much in this game. One game that I've played before where I put all my things into strength, yeah, these guys were strong and they could buff through everything, but it just wasn't strong enough. And if I was trying to send reinforcements up to this guy, I couldn't send them up fast enough. So it was just bad, bad, bad. But now we have the perfect combination of I can get guys up there, and we're all good. We're all happy, happy, happy. And, oh man, if I could See, yep, the roaches. I think that cyan looks very nice. Very pretty. Oh man, we're moving. We're going. We're getting it done. If I could bank that bottom one, oh boy. I can stop this guy and bank that bottom one. Yeah, kind of distract them. Keep guys in there and bank this guy. See, the thing that I've said before about ants, defaultly, they're fast. And one kind of good thing is because they're so fast, they gang up and do damage. See, they, like, only one roach will be at the top of the line, but the ants are so fast, they all gang up to, like, a huge line. See, they're ganging up the whole line of them's right there. But, unfortunately, it's almost like they're too fast. I'm really glad I got that tower because normally if you don't have it, then you have to deal with both, like the second map we did. But sometimes they're just too fast and they get over there too quickly and the line's over, and it's like, oh, they're all over there, and it's too bad. See, we can start double teaming this. Let's just cap that right now, and we do want to feed quite a bit of units into that guy so that they won't attack it, because if we only feed like 10, then they'll double team it and they can get it back. So now that we've done that, we want to definitely feed a ton of units into there. Okay, I'm going to just lay down a lot of logic on you right here, really quick. I can attack this guy, and try and get it, but he can do this, and I can help with this, but I can't help with this. So it'll use a lot of units. It'll use all these. If I go up here, this guy will help, and then this guy will come over, and I can counter that, but it won't work. So you know what, we're gonna try and just weaken that guy for just a second, and then go all right. See, that's exactly what I wanted him to do. And then while that guy is trying to repopulate or whatever, yep, we can take hits because +1. We're doing good. We'll finish this guy off. Double team works every single time. See, that guy's trying to help, but since we weakened him from over here, he's not strong enough to attack. And keep feeding guys into there. Keep guys up here. Now this guy is just the last one, so he can't even focus about trying to help. And the double team worked. Very good, very good. Good match, good match. Are we going strength, defense again? I'm not sure. How far are we into it? We are 75%. Alright, guys. Let's call that an episode. We'll finish up the rest next time. I'll see ya in the next one. Macaw out.